Yo, what's up guys? The Rise of Archer. I think this is a title that a lot of you guys probably didn't expect anytime soon or if ever, right? If you guys don't know what was changed with Archer, Archer was actually given hidden detection along with, I believe, a bit of a damage buff. Now, the hidden detection buff changed everything. Outlaw, don't call it Ranger please, Outlaw was removed among the hidden detection tower list and does not have a hidden detection anymore. So it's completely useless against shadow bosses. So for this solo triumph, I had to use Archer for the hidden detection. Because since the shadow zombies exist for every game mode, like easy, normal, and molten, and whatever other game modes there are hidden zombies or shadow zombies for every game mode. So it's literally impossible to triumph anything without having a hidden detection tower. So that's why I had to use an Archer. Now, I remember saying that in my last solo triumph attempt video that I did say that solo was nearly impossible, and I still believe that. Especially on Toyboard, I think that the map is just not long enough, and if you were to try to triumph on Toyboard, it's probably nearly impossible. But I kind of generalized it, saying that solo on almost any map is nearly impossible because I was just tilted. But I knew that I just had to find a better map. In that video, I basically say that I just needed a better map, and I didn't realize that Crossroads and Rocket Arena were simply better. Now for this, I'm not sure if other maps work. Maybe Crossroads can work. I think Crossroads should work, right? Because it's long and the cliff spaces are good. Commanders are able to cover everything. Rocket Arena is awesome too because your commanders are able to cover the 10 outlaws, because that's the most important part. Like, the most important part is that your commanders are able to cover every single outlaw or most outlaws. Now, as always, the strategy Google Docs link will be in the comment section below, and some of the most important things that I want to cover because this solo attempt is very interesting. So the strategy credit goes to Rusher, and for some of the important notes, he says set archers to target closest instead of first, and only use first for tanks, which I didn't really think was necessary. I don't know if either is necessary. You could set it to closest or first. It really doesn't matter too much, at least from my experience. But yeah, maybe it does matter, so you guys can mess around with it if you want. Obviously, chaining CTA is important. CTA is Call to Arms, which is a commander ability at level 2. And you need luck with mystery waves. I think every single loadout for solo triumph does require luck, because mystery bosses or mystery zombies can spawn abnormal bosses which have a lot of HP, and sometimes you're not going to be able to triumph even with the strap 100% of the time, just because you need luck. Because you're soloing. If you're duoing or trioing, luck is not really a big variable, but because you're soloing, luck is a huge variable. So you should still be able to solo close to 80, if not 90+% of the time with this strat though. Anyway, one interesting thing that I do though for this is that Rocket Arena is a really big map. As you can see, this is a recorded footage, and as you can see, I basically place down archers over here, right? Now, what I do after that is I leave 3 remaining troops for commanders, right? Commanders will be here to chain activate. That's what I do for wave 40. And I think having archers here is what basically saved the game, because at the end, what happens is, as you can see, I'm gonna play the clip. Spoiler alert. You can see the Fallen King is over here and the exit is over here, so it's really close. The Fallen King HP you can see on the top, 12,000, 10,000, 8,000, and then Fallen King dies here, right? And the distance between the exit and where the Fallen King dies, this is a distance, right? This distance is probably 10 studs, if not less. 10 studs or less. That's a very short distance. So if I didn't place archers and chain activated commanders over here, this might have been a loss, right? So it's super important that even if you are confident, you still have to put archers here, because that's how I was able to actually triumph. But the reason archers are so good, right, is that archers are able to hit maybe up to 4 targets, maybe 5. I've seen it hit 4 targets in a row, but I don't think I've seen it hit 5. Maybe if it were, you know, attacking a zombie like in a straight line, it might be able to hit 5, but I'm not too sure. But it's definitely able to hit 4. And because Archer's DPS is 12.5 when it's maxed out, if it's able to hit 4, that's like 50, right? 50 DPS for such a cheap tower. And it has hidden detection. And if it's able to hit more than 4, that's even higher, right? So because Archer has hidden detection and has penetration, which is really funny because like bullets are not able to penetrate zombies, but arrows can. Like, hello? You know, because bullets are so much faster and so much, you know, stronger, and yet arrows are able to penetrate zombies while bullets can't. But, you know, that's one of the inconsistencies in, you know, any games. And that's why I don't think that people should take like consistency too seriously in TDS, because there are many things that don't make sense. Just have fun, you know. But because archers are actually able to penetrate zombies, you know, 4+ zombies, its DPS is 12.5, but its in-game DPS, especially when it's able to target more than one zombie, is going to be much higher. And I would say 90+% of the time it actually hits more than one. So that's why Archer is a pretty good tower, right? Especially with hidden detection. Now, obviously, Archer is garbage against the Fallen King because his DPS goes down to 12.5, but because it's so cheap, you're able to basically max out every single Archer and have 40 troops, because a lot of times it's going to be hard to max out every single unit. 40 towers is a lot, even with farms. But because you have Archer, which is so cheap, you're able to max out pretty much everything. And that's just one of the reasons solo triumph on Rocket Arena with Archer is possible. And I honestly think the Archer is much better now, probably than ever before, and I hope it stays like that, because it costs Robux to buy it, and you know, the last thing people would want is to spend 400 Robux or however much Archer costs, and then for the tower to be just big suck, you know. I don't think anyone would want that. So yeah, hope you guys like this video, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.